Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pittsville High School for tonight's Division IV Sectional Semifinal, featuring the visiting number 3 seed Auburndale Eagles, coming in at 21-13 on the season, head coached by Kate Schmutzer. Going up against the number 1 seed, the Pittsville Panthers, 27-7 on the year, head coached by Becky Weissman. Steve Maves alongside Katie Leckton here tonight. The gym is slowly getting packed up as we expected for this big matchup. These two teams played 2 weeks ago tonight. Up in Auburndale, it was, for the better word, I guess, a shellacking by the Auburndale Eagles, a match that lasted less than an hour up at Auburndale High School. So we'll see how this one pans out here tonight. I had an opportunity to talk to both head coaches, Becky Weissman from Pittsville and Kate Schmutzer from Auburndale High School. That is coming up right now, part of our pregame show here from Pittsville High School. It's sectional semifinal action tonight on Zaleski Sports. Welcome to Pittsville High School sectional semifinal action here tonight. The Pittsville Panthers and the Auburndale Eagles here with Pittsville head coach Becky Weissman. Coach, it's a special time of the year, obviously. One of the last handful of teams in the state in Division IV. Just talk about getting to the second weekend of the playoffs.
Well, it was a big journey, just from the very beginning. We played hard matches and we did well. We had a little bit of a slip last week or the week before. And we are really grateful to have this match back against Auburndale. I'm just hoping that it goes well. Where everybody's super excited about it. There's a really cool energy in the gym.
A lot of, obviously, no surprise, or there's not a lot of surprise, I guess. A lot of upperclassmen on this team. Senior latent. Just talk about the leadership that the senior class has shown.
Well, we've been really lucky to have a great senior class. We've got four-year varsity players in addition to the other seniors, and what makes this team really unique is that they're all friends, and it really translates to the court in terms of even just them being able to almost read each other's minds sometimes. It's really cool. It's been fun to watch.
When you guys faced off with Auburndale 2 weeks ago, you knew the seeds and everything. You knew that it was a possibility you could play them again. Just talk about the week of practice this week, knowing that you're going to face an opponent that beat you guys.
Well, we spent a lot of time revisiting some of our just core talents, just getting back to basics. It was very much a, what do we do well, and let's start doing that again.
And I mentioned the second weekend of the playoffs. Not every team. There's only a handful of teams that get to host a sectional semifinal. Talk about how special that is and how special playing here at Pittsville is.
It's been incredible. We had a really cool pep rally today with the entire school. We had parents in the gym. The energy has been fantastic. And we are just really fortunate to have such a great fan base anyway, but that we can be here just makes it that much better.
What are some keys to the game to win here tonight to advance to sectional final on Saturday?
Again, back to basics, smart volleyball, moving well, coverage, and we spent a lot of time on just smart third touches and not making the same mistake twice.
You mentioned the seniors on this team, obviously. You mentioned the 4-year starters, obviously Reese Grimm, Bryn Friday, Angelina Reese, all those girls. Just talk about their role this past week leading up to this game, knowing that it could be their last one.
They've been very poised. They've been very confident. They've been very focused. And I think it really just speaks to the level of just level-headedness that this team has. They're ready. They're definitely pumped up, don't get me wrong, but they are handling it beautifully. So I'm very, very proud of them.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
That is Pittsville Volleyball girls volleyball head coach Becky Weissman. We will have more after this on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Welcome back to our pregame show here at Pittsville High School. The Auburndale Eagles and the Pittsville Panthers here tonight in sectional semifinal action. Coach, it's a special time of the year, the second weekend of the playoffs. Just talk about getting over that hump, a regional championship at Pacelli last week, and get a rematch here against Pittsville tonight.
Yep, we're excited. When I actually shook hands with Becky, I said I hope to see you in your gym on semi-sectional. So I was looking forward to it. This week has been great. We've been working hard in the gym, just doing the little things, passing, serving. One of our athletes, Maya, her, I don't know what you'd say, her slogan or whatever, her advice to the team is, hey, this is easy, girls, bump, set, spike. So that's what we've been kind of focusing on all week, bump, set, spike.
Absolutely, and it's been a nice end to the year. You had a nice end to the regular season, including sweeping Pittsville, and then you get through the playoffs, Manawa, Pacelli. Just talk about the last couple of weeks and getting these girls into a groove into the playoffs.
Yeah, we've been really working hard on, like I just said, the little things. We've been working on our serving, because if we can get them out of system, we can run our offense. My blockers have really stepped up. What else? Ladies, you've been in the gym with me. What have you seen?
Just focusing on the things we can control and not thinking about the things we can't, because we can only do what we can do. So.
And Coach, after that Pacelli game, as Katie interviews you guys, once the JV season is over, you mentioned how special it is to have these ladies by your side for practice. Just talk a little bit about adding 3 more coaches into the varsity roster.
Sure, it's awesome because I have 2 nets. So we actually split up, and I kind of float around the gym. I'm the wizard, and then they do like the heavy stuff. So these were both previous setters for Auburndale, so they'll take the setters and kind of switch off. And then Coach Amy is a good defensive player, and her daughter has been my libero for a couple years. So she takes the serve receive side, and we just kind of work well together.
Having faced Pittsville 2 weeks ago is a quick match per se. I mean, you took them 3-0. Just talk about what you learned from that game that you can use 2 weeks later in the sectional semi.
Yeah, that's a great question, because I watched that game and I'm not sure how we won. I'm like, what? We just did the little things, and I know it'll be different tonight because Pittsville's a great team. Because when I scouted them and Coach G and I were looking at the film, I'm like, I don't see any holes. I don't know how we're going to beat them. And then we did. So I don't know. I think it just comes back to the fundamentals: covering, blocking, finding that hitter. So that's what our plan is.
And it should be a rocking gym tonight. Coach Weissman had mentioned that they had held a pep rally this afternoon in the school. How do you keep your girls composed in an environment that we expect here tonight?
We actually talked about that at practice a little bit, and I just talked with them about how loud the gym's going to be. They were a little annoyed with us last night because we had music playing with a crowd in the gym the whole time. But we talked a lot about how they need to focus on myself and the coaches. If Pittsville goes on a couple-point run, they need to kind of hone in on us to know what the next step is. So that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Coming up next, more of our pregame show. We'll have our starting lineups and national anthem coming up next. You're watching sectional semifinal girls volleyball action right here on Zaleski Sports.
If you have land to sell, talk to Ben Tilburg, the Midwest land guy. Ben Tilburg, with Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, is your go-to expert for farmland and hunting land in Wisconsin. Pfeiffer's has been named one of America's top auction houses, year after year, selling over $2.2 billion in farmland over the past 25 years. Ben's passion for the great outdoors and deep knowledge of the ag industry give him the edge to represent you and your legacy. Ben wants to talk to you about your land needs. Call today and mention this ad for a free land valuation or property proposal. Let's get your land sold. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right. Once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pittsville High School Sectional Semifinal Girls Volleyball tonight on Celeste Sports. Team Ames alongside Katie Electon. Winner heads to the sectional final against either a very common, familiar opponent, the Edgar Wildcats, or the Wabeno-Leona Rebels. Pittsville coming off a 3-0 sweep of Iowa Scandinavia last Saturday, their first regional championship in 20 years, and they made it look easy against the Thunderbirds on Saturday. Auburndale, we'll talk to Katie about it here in just a moment. Auburndale 3-1 win over Pacelli on Saturday. Katie, you saw that match at Pacelli, pretty hostile environment, and Auburndale took down a very good Pacelli team.
Yeah, absolutely. What we saw back in September at the Auburndale tournament was nothing compared to what we saw back on Saturday. Obviously, Auburndale, Pacelli went back and forth in the first 2 sets, but the Eagles really got a really strong 2 sets behind them to get that regional championship.
Auburndale, or these two teams, as I mentioned right before the pregame show, these two teams met 2 weeks ago up in Auburndale. It was a clean sweep for Auburndale over Pittsville. Got it written down here somewhere. Oh, right here. 25-13, 25-14, 25-14. It was a match that was very much controlled by Auburndale from the get-go. A match that lasted less than an hour. And just going through the lines here, Auburndale hit at a 38% rate in that match. 39 assists, only 1 dig error, according to Max Preps here. But the kill lines here, Elena Steins had 6, Chesney Nagel had 4, Sydney Wolf had 8, Harris had 5, Grimm had 4, Belanti had 8, and Katzenberger had 8. So getting production from the top to the bottom of this very young Auburndale team.
Yeah, absolutely. We very much saw that back on Saturday. Obviously, Steins hitting, Belanti was hitting. Just everyone was just giving their 110% because usually regular season is different from the playoffs. You usually wipe the slate clean. When you get to playoffs, it's you are 0-0. You just have to keep winning and go undefeated.
Auburndale, on the other hand, or Pittsville, on the other hand, in that game, had 13 attack errors, only hit at a .045%. And their key hitters, Reese Grimm was just 10 of 37, 10 kills, 37 attempts. Angelina Reese, one of their other top hitters on this team, was 0 for 14 in that game. And Bryn Friday just 2 of 8. So it's a matchup as we expected, a packed gym. It's going to be a lot of fun here tonight.
Absolutely, it will be, and I'm glad to be doing it with you.
We'll turn it over to Mark Dennison for our national anthem, and then come back with your starting lineups here on Zaleski Sports.
Gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets would glare, the balls bursting in air gave proof through
Beautifully done on our national anthem here tonight as we get you ready for sectional semifinal girls volleyball here tonight. We talked, as we mentioned, a very young Auburndale team. On the other side of things, Pittsville, all seniors for Coach Weissman. Either way, it's going to be their final home volleyball match, but they sure don't want to see their career end here tonight at home in a sectional semifinal.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in Auburndale, the Eagles very much had the home field advantage, I should say. They got the clean sweep. Now, different factors are changed. We're back here at Pittsville. Obviously, this is a sectional semifinal. Winners are down one game from a state tournament. And it is just a lot of pressure on any of these girls, whether you're on Auburndale, whether you're on Pittsville, or whether you are freshman through senior.
The Pittsville might have advantage. I mean, they're very loose on that side. They were in a sectional final last year in girls basketball last winter. Auburndale made a nice run as well in girls basketball, but a whole different animal here for volleyball, of course, and looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Same here. Let's get this going.
We will have score updates from Wabeno tonight. The Rebels and the Wildcats, the winner of this match, take on the winner of that match on Saturday. Starting lineup for the Auburndale Eagles: Elena Steins, Chesney Nagel, Sydney Wolf, Ariah Harris, Lily Belanti, Maya Katzenberger, and the libero is Kylie Anderson. Give you a little tidbit here in just a moment. Overall playoff series between these two teams. It's only the fourth ever time that they're meeting in the postseason, at least since 2000 that the WIAA's got on the website. Pittsville 2-1 overall. Pittsville won back in 2000 and 2001. Auburndale won in 2009. Another little, might be a fun fact, I guess, that Auburndale has played more sectional games, has played more sectional final games here in Pittsville than Pittsville has in the last 18 years. Auburndale played Coleman here in 2006 in a sectional semifinal. So it's been a long time for these Pittsville Panthers to get to where they are right now.
Yeah, but every year's a different year. You just got to shake it off, get back into the rhythm every year. You know, you get some new kids and you get some new fresh faces. You get a new overall varsity team. So it very much is sort of cool to see that history, but we know it's 2024, so we got to write our own chapter.
Absolutely right. The starting lineup for the Pittsville Panthers: Brooke Grossman, Reese Grimm, Angelina Reese, Bryn Friday, Alana Vollert. Good to see Gwen come back out there, and the libero is Kaylee Jacobson. Gwen did not play in their regional final on Saturday with a bum ankle. Good to see her back out there here in her final home match as a Pittsville Panther. All right, we're ready to go here from Pittsville. Score from Wabeno. They have already started. The Rebels 2 and the Edgar Wildcats 1. Now it's tied at 2 in Wabeno. We'll keep our eye on that one. We've also got a ton of other games on the network tonight. One soccer game has already finished. Columbus Catholic fell to Aquinas today. So Columbus Catholic boys soccer season is over. And Marshfield down 4-1 in boys soccer and trailing big time against Hudson 2-0 and 14-10. So, but we looked at Hudson, 34-2, perfect at the Big Rivers. Always a dynamite team over in the western part of the state.
Yeah, like those teams that are like right next to like the Minnesota border, the Michigan border, the Illinois border, they have the advantage. They're able to go into a different state, face teams that no other school could face because of their location. So they very much have the upper hand when it comes to the regular season.
Angelina Reese on the serve. Katzenberger to Wolf, up to Chesney Nagel. Vollert, Grossman, far side, Reese Graham blocked and popped up by Jacobson, and Auburndale leads 1-0.
What a way to kick things off here in set one for the Eagles.
A big block early to try and slow down Reese Grimm. Reese, one of the top hitters, not just in the area, but one of the top hitters in the state. Jacobson to Grossman, back sets to Vollert, back corner is out. And Auburndale out to a 2-0 lead.
In the words of my Amherst student section, a little too much mustard on that one, as she tried to send it to the back far corner, but it was a little just too much for
Lily Belanti on the serve. to Reese Grimm down the line. As Reese settles in a tad bit, side out point to the Panthers. Reese Grimm's 411th kill this year as a senior. Kaylee Jacobson right over the top of the tape. Nagel in the middle for Steins, blocked and down for Elena Steins. And for Elena, that is 143 on the year.
What looked like Pittsville's block went up like a half a step too early. You know, you got to try and time it as best as you can, because sometimes if you get there's a half a step, things like that can go wrong.
Anderson in the middle to Grimm, and she pushes it over. And Reese Grimm down again, and it's 3-2 for Emma Bowden into serve for the Panthers. Emma on the year. Don't have her serving numbers, but as a senior, getting those times. Mariah Harris right over the top of the block. Reese Grimm in the middle for Gwen Cum. Belanti on the dig. Far side for Katzenberger. Tipped at the net. Chased down by Bowden. Reese Grimm has to send it over.
Nice dive attempt there by Pittsville's number 3.
And Sydney Wolf smashes it hard, and we're tied at 3. Sydney Wolf, the top killer on this team with 213 on the year. Just a junior. Sydney Wolf off the block that time at the net for Bowden, sends it right over. Again, a very young team, relatively young team for Auburndale. 4-3, Pittsville first lead for the Panthers.
Yeah, mostly a sophomore lineup, so if they lose tonight, they're going to have most of their team back next year. And I don't like to think too much into the far future, but I think this team will have a nice, good shot at possibly another regional championship next year.
And Katzenberger gets the kill, and we're tied at 4. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight on Celeste Sports. C-Bams alongside Katie Lecton. Score from Moabino. It's 7-6 Edgar in the first set. Jalen Schur will be in to serve. Jalen, 36 aces on the year. Right up at the net, and she aces it there.
Miscommunication on the Pittsville side. You know, you really got to like shout it out, especially in loud circumstances like these, especially when you have a lot of pressure. You just got to rely on your teammates a lot more.
Reese Grimm, Emma Bowden in the middle for Reese. Belanti, Schur chases it down over to Nagel. Cross court, popped up by Grossman. She calls for it, blocked by Harris. Schur at the net for Wolf. Far side for Reese Grimm down the line. Schur is there. Right back to Wolf. Tipped at the net. Jacobson digs it. Grossman in the middle for Gwen Cum. Anderson on the dig. Schur sends it over to Jacobson.
That was
Far
a nice
side.
dig there by Libera Anderson as they get the double hit call for Point Eagles.
Kind of going back to talk about the basketball team the last winter for Auburndale and Pittsville. Kind of forget that Auburndale softball went to state last year, last spring. So, and there's an ace for Jalen Schur. Couple of aces for Schur.
Yeah, when you talk about like those low serves like that, it's very much like a 50-50 shot. There's a 50% chance it's going to go in the net and you turn it over, and then there's going to be a 50% chance you're going to just scrape it over the top of the net and let it drop perfectly for an ace.
Schur to Harris, popped up by Grossman. Going cross court is Reese Grimm. Back sets it to Nagel. At the net for Grossman, can't make it over. 5 in a row for the Eagles. Early score from Bayport, Kakana 9, Bayport 8. Blocked at the net by Harris. 6 in a row. 6 in a row for Auburndale. See Coach Weissman asking Gwen Cum if she can explode off that ankle or not. Struggling to get anything so far. Reese Grimm gets the side out. Much needed there for the Panthers. 5 serving 9 and Reese in to serve.
Yeah, especially when you're coming back from an ankle injury, it very much is like a hurry up and wait type of situation. It's like you feel good, you want to play good, but at the same time, you don't want to like overbear it because, you know, you still got school, you still possibly have work, you still got to do a bunch of things outside of volleyball that'll put stress on your ankle.
An attack and a kill there for Chesney Nagel, and Sydney Wolf will be in to serve. Sydney 39 aces on the year. Dug out by Reese Grimm, chased down by Emma Bowden. Angelina Reese has to send it over. Free one here for the Eagles. Sets up for Harris. Popped up by Reese Grimm. Jacobson over to Angelina Reese, back corner. Nagel got it blocked and rolled the tape. Nagel attacks it again. Jacobson digs it out. Bowden in the middle for Gwen Cum. Down for Gwen. Another fantastic rally. And timeout's going to be taken by Auburndale. We'll do the same. We'll be back after this quick break. You're watching high school girls volleyball sectional semifinal on Zaleski Sports.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Welcome back to Pittsville High School. Early score for Mosney, Shawano 10, Mosney 8 after the service error. 12-11, Edgar over Wabeno Leona. Wabeno Leona, Leona Wabeno.
Same thing.
Same difference.
Just flip around the number. Just flip around the names.
So you got 16 points into this first set, Katie. What have you seen so far that you've liked from both teams?
You know, Auburndale's very much riding off that high. You overcome basically going on the road, beating someone that you got swept by back in your own home tournament. Pittsville, on the other hand, a little bit shaky to start. We'll see how they are early as we get into the first set and then obviously in the second.
Elena Richardson into the game for the first time after that timeout, in for Sydney Wolf. And Araya Harris with the attack error. Gwen Cum on the serve for Belanti. Popped up, sent over by Reese Grimm. Oh, point's going to go to the Eagles. Haley Jacobson back in, Araya Harris in to serve for Auburndale.
Looks like captain number 5 going to talk. Looks like, let's find number. Reese Grimm trying to go talk to the up official, trying to see what that call was about.
Araya Harris in to serve. Just trying to get an explanation early. Dug out by Reese.
But you're allowed to talk about one, being like, what's going on?
Back sets to the back row for Reese Grimm. Harris to Schur. Elena Steins, point!
Through the hands.
12-7 Auburndale. Food and fun are the features at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Stop in for daily food specials like $2 burgers on Tuesdays and their fish fry Friday. Pam and the staff invite you in before or after the game. There's great food and fun at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Check them out on Facebook. Lily Belanti smashes it home. Jousted, won by Brooke Grossman. No. It's going to be won by Auburndale. The bounce is not going Pittsville's way early here. And a service error. One of the more fun phrases, matrixed it. Just a little matrix, get out of the way. Lana Vollard now into the game.
Yeah, but you just have to shout at your teammate, hey, the ball's coming at you, move.
Sure, back sets it for Nagel. And Chesney Nagel with the point.
That's where that miscommunication, gets in the way, because both girls want to go at it, but you have to really scream it out, especially when it's loud in this gym. Both student sections are in your ear. You just kind of have to go after it, essentially, and just scream that it's yours.
Stratford up 15-9 on the number 10 seed Prescott. Angelina Reese, her first kill of the night. Again, that's a big one for Angelina, going 0 for 14 in their first matchup 2 weeks ago. Just see that one hit the floor and get a little confidence.
Yeah, especially since, like what you talked about, she was like basically shut out that entire game. So being able to get a couple on the floor against this Eagles team probably feels great for her.
And Lily Bellanti puts it down for the Eagles. Haven't called Lily's name a lot tonight, but she gets a big kill there. And now Sydney Wolf back into the game. Another game on the network tonight, Loyal and Cochrane Fountain City. Brooke Grossman serves it to Bryn Friday. And Kylie Anderson can't play it. Bryn Friday with the point. Cochrane Fountain City, 17-5 over Loyal in the first. Wow. Pirates came to play in Loyal tonight. Columbus Catholic and Gilman. More Cloverbelt East matchups. Bellanti just able to dig it out. Sydney Wolf over the top. Angelina Reese, far side for Reese Grimm, smashes it down. Auburndale in the net nonetheless.
Yeah, I said this on Saturday and I'll say it again. The net is sort of like a fifth official, if you will. You can't have it bend your way. You can't be in its personal space. You just have to leave it alone and let it do its job of basically controlling these two teams from probably fighting each other at the end of the night.
Kylie Anderson chasing it down. Katzenberger pushes it over. Reese Grimm on the dig. And plays it. Oh, almost able to get it over. But point's going to go to Auburndale. Columbus Catholic 7, Gilman 6 in the first set. From Mobino Leona, 19-16, Edgar Wildcats in the first set.
Yeah, you're talking about upsets there. Shawano up 8 over Mosinee here in the first set.
Reese Grimm, Bellanti on the dig. Sets up for Sydney Wolf, cross court and in.
Nice placement there for Sydney.
17-11 Auburndale. Oh, I always go through these tabs, and I'm like, oh, it's 16-11 Auburndale, but forget that's our game sometimes. Bayport up 3 on Kaukauna, 18-15 in the first set. Kylie Anderson to serve. Reese Grimm. Brooke Grossman at the net. Back sets it to Reese Grimm, and down for Reese. We can talk about it if it gets to this point. Just going through the stats and stuff from this year. Neither one of these teams have played a fifth set this year. So if we get to that point, could get interesting. Emma Bowden on the serve. Sets up for Wolf. Off the block. And down for Sydney again.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to sort of see that fifth set like nothing, because I've seen so many teams that have multiple fifth sets played, so they're kind of trained to sort of get in those like tough situation moments. But with these two teams, it'll be truly fun to see it if we get to that point.
Auburndale in the net that time, and point's going to go to Pittsville. 13 serving 18 here. As you mentioned, I just saw the point that Shawano just scored.
I saw it too.
And Mosinee discombobulated early.
Hey, maybe it might be the night of upsets. Who knows? And you'll see it all on Zaleski Sports.
Nagel with the attack. Far pass over to Angelina Reese. Tip to the net. Jalen Schur was there. Anderson back sets to the back row for Bellanti. Far side, Angelina Reese attacks again. Blocked again. Reese Grimm from the back row. Sydney Wolf, Schur at the net for Harris. Tipped at the net again. Sets it up for Gwen Cum. Popped up again. Harris, Anderson calls for it.
Nice
Jacobson.
save there by the Eagles.
Back row set to Reese Grimm. Too strong. 19-13. Lake Dexter Drive In is a favorite summertime stop. We'll hear from Lake Dexter Drive In when we come back. And after this timeout, Auburndale leads by 6. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step. because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
I wasn't paying attention, Katie. I'm sorry. We're back, though, live here at Pittsville High School.
I kind of have to pay attention because I'm the one running the commercials and scoreboard.
1913 Auburndale. Lake Dexter Drive-In is a favorite summertime stop. After the game or on your way to your favorite fishing hole, stop in or for a bite to eat, including their burgers, brats, fish fries, and more. They have your favorite treats, too, like shakes, malts, and soft serve and scoop ice cream. Good luck, Panthers, from Lake Dexter Drive-In. Visit them next summer, open Memorial Day to Labor Day on Highway 80 and on Facebook. Auburndale first to 20 here in the first.
Yeah, that 20th point was based off of an ace that no one especially saw coming on the Pittsville side. They just stood there as if they were, in the words of my 6th grade coach, their feet were made of concrete, and they were only there to sell tickets.
Reese Grimm up to Angelina Reese right at the net, blocked by Harris. And Pittsville's in the net. 21-13, very similar to the scores that we saw in Auburndale 2 weeks ago. Pittsville just has not gotten into a groove or into a rhythm here tonight. Gwen Cum blocked to the net by Harris. Sure sets up for Harris. Dug out by Jacobson in the middle for Gwen Cum, right over the top, and Gwen gets the side out. In between sets, we'll give you our score updates here on the network. Elena Richardson back in the game for the Eagles, and Bryn Friday back in for Pittsville, with Gwen Cum in to serve. Short serve, dug out by Belanti, chased down by Schur. Harris off balance. Up ahead to Angelina Reese. Sets it to Belanti at the net. Nobody home. Nobody paying attention for Auburndale. Point's going to go to Pittsville.
Yeah, especially if you're on defense, you kind of have to be watching, and you kind of have to be like, okay, if no one's going for this, I have to sort of put myself in there, whether if I'm falling on my face or just putting it up in the air. We just got to talk it and just get it through.
Bowden in the middle for Friday, off the block of Harris. Friday down for Bryn. Auburndale in the net again, nonetheless. A point for Pittsville, 16 serving 21. Second three-point rally here for Pittsville tonight. Chesney Nagel has had a nice first set. Set to the back row for Reese Grimm. Sure sets up for Belanti at the nets. Angelina Reese on the swing, dug out by Anderson. Bryn Friday up to Brooke Grossman, dug out by Anderson again, chased down by Nagel, powered over by Richardson.
Nice
in the
play
middle
there
for
by
Friday.
Auburndale.
Anderson digs it again. Belanti, cross court and down.
Those are one of the rallies where I usually just sit here in awe because I believe I would never be able to do that in my 5 years of playing. Like, I am just absolutely appalled. In a good way, obviously.
Put a star next to that one for sure. 22-16. Araya Harris into the net. The first net serve we've seen tonight. And the point goes right back to the Panthers. Shawano did win the first set at Mosinee. Brooke Grossman on the serve, and that one's too strong.
Back-to-back service errors after going most of the game without him.
23-17, Chesney Nagel into serve. Again, Chesney has had a nice first set here for Auburndale. Reese Grimm on the dig. Back sets it to Angelina Reese. 18 serving 23. Didn't get a final score from that first set in Wabeno, but there it is. Just have to rewind, Steve. 25-20. Wabeno Leona over Edgar in the first. Nagel. Pass to the net for Belanti. Jacobson up to Reese Grimm. Right over the top. Belanti there. Nagel Back sets it to Katzenberger. Reese Grimm. Brooke Grossman over. Nagel again. Steins in the middle. Off the block of Friday. And we're at set point here in the first. Set point for Lily Belanti. And Belanti puts it into the nets. Set point number 2 coming up. Auburndale Eagles student section making sure they're being heard. We'll have Auburndale football for you tomorrow up in Bonduel. Jacobson, Anderson, Nagel to Sydney Wolf, and down! And Auburndale takes set 1, 25-19.
One heck of a first set.
Yeah, and a lot of momentum on Auburndale's side. Mentioned earlier, Pittsville just did not get into a rhythm in that first set. We'll have first set analysis when we come back. Auburndale leads 1-0. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome back to Pittsville High School. A dynamite first set for the Auburndale Eagles here tonight, 25-19. We mentioned Auburndale coming off that high against taking down Pacelli, and a lot of energy used in that. Had a week to regroup, get ready for this Pittsville team. Pretty impressive first set.
Yeah, especially Auburndale also having a little bit of an advantage that regional semifinal game. They were going up against a 11 seed instead of a 6 seed. Yeah. When you take a look at this sort of bracket, it was kind of all over the place. That Auburndale-Pacelli game was the third upset in that bracket. Obviously, Manawa-Algoma. Manawa beaten 4 sets. Iola over Sevastopol, and now Auburndale over Pacelli. So we could be seeing upset number 4 tonight.
Give a shout out to our buddy Dan Ross, mentioning high school football. There's only one WIAA Level 2 football playoff game on Saturday. Prescott is at Freedom. Totally opposite sides of the state.
That's what I saw. I had to do a class for like a podcasting class, and I saw that. I'm like, yeah, kind of on the opposite sides of the state. That's probably a good move for the WIAA.
It says crazy to think that Prescott is closer to these major cities in other states than Freedom. Prescott's 270 miles from Freedom. Fargo, North Dakota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Des Moines, Iowa are all closer to Prescott than Freedom is. Yeah. Maya Katzenberger with the attack. Chased down by Brooke Grossman. Over it goes for Vollert. Back line. Anderson plays it. Steins in the middle.
That's one way to like track the ball and see it coming, but at the same time, if you're over that serving line, let it drop.
Vollert right over the top. Point's going to go to Pittsville. A wacky doodle start to start here in the second set. Breeley Grimm in for the first time for Auburndale. Reminder, tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Pittsville's Farm and Home. From hydraulic hoses to red roses, Pittsville Farm and Home has it all. Stop in now for their huge birdseed sale. I need to get birdseed. Black oil sunflower 40-pound bag, just $14.99. 44-pound bags of birdseed mix, now just $13.99. The birdseed sale now through November 2nd. That's Saturday, while supplies last at Pittsville Farm and Home, downtown Pittsville. 3 in a row for the Panthers. They lead 3-0.
Well, Steve, you have until Saturday to get your birdseed all sorted out for the time being.
It drove into Pittsville tonight, saw the youngsters in their Halloween costumes. Of course, October the 31st. We were joking around before we came on the air. Very spooky Halloween night. I mean, it's rainy, it's cold, it's windy. It's perfect for
a scary movie,
a
essentially.
horror movie. Yeah, exactly right.
Like, just the whole day in general is what you see in something like Poltergeist or something like that.
Good luck tonight, and congratulations on a great season, Lady Eagles, from Kring's Cuts Salon in Blanker. Stop in to say hi to Amy and her team and get a free new look don't quote me on that. Get a new look for the holidays. Kring Cuts Salon in Blanker. It is not free. Amy on the coaching staff here at Auburndale would not be very happy if I said that. It's not a free haircut. Go into Kring's Cuts Salon in Blanker for a new look for the holidays. Goodness. Sydney Wolf with the kill for Auburndale. Score update from Marshfield. The River Falls Wildcats lead Marshfield 4-1 in boys soccer in the 66th minute.
Score update as well from Mosinee. Hawks over the Indians 12-7 in set 2.
Well, if Mosinee loses, Mike Wethers freed up for Saturday for us. So there's a point for Pittsville. Let's see what else we got. Prescott up in the second set over Stratford 11-5. Trevor Zaleski with a little score bug on that game. Barron over McDonald Central 1-0. That's winner of that game takes on the winner of the other game. And we got Wabeno, Leona, or Edgar taking on the winner of this game. Still a long way to go here tonight. Ariah Harris off balance. Brooke Grossman over the top. Belanti to Nagel. Sets over to Wolf. Cross court. And down for Sydney Wolf. Loyal up 9-6 on Concord Fountain City in the second set after being dismantled in the first one, 25-12. Now Jalen Schur to serve. Line drive serve. Addison Elsasser into the game for the first time, number 8. Harris in the middle. Elsasser can't get to it, and we're tied at 5. For major collisions to minor dings, Westside Auto Body in Auburndale can get your ride looking like its original self again. Call Tom for a free estimate. There's a free estimate for you at Westside Auto Body. Professional collision repairs on Highway K in Auburndale. And a block at the net for the Eagles.
Yeah, so we found the free, but it's with a different ad read. So
timeout, Pittsville. Auburndale 3 in a row to take the lead. We'll be back after this. You're watching sectional semifinal girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Need a new mattress? All Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The Furniture People for good home furnishings. Mall furniture where value is yours.
Rivalry chance here between these two longtime rivals. not the same conference anymore, but they have played each other hundreds and hundreds of times. There's a point to Pittsville, and the chair gives it to the Panthers. Tied at 6 here in the second after the timeout.
I will say though, when I do games, it's very fun to see the student section, their themes, what the chants are. It's pretty fun, and I try to at least shout it out at least once during a stream or something like that.
There's an ace for Reese Grimm. Reese is 58th, maybe 59th. She had 57 coming in. Grimm on the serve, dug out by Anderson. Sure sets up in the middle for Harris. Smashes it down, Elsasser to the other side. Harris tries it again. Back line for Jacobson. Elsasser sets it up for Brooke Grossman. Belanti, chased down by Sure. Passes up at the net for Nagel. Blocked by Angelina Reese. Points going to go to Pittsville. 3 in a row now for the Panthers.
So basically it looks like after the wheels fell off the bus essentially in set 1, Pittsville starting to regroup, starting to get the puzzle pieces back together, screwing the tires back on the bus. And as they have a 2-point lead here in set 2.
Reese Grimm up to Elsasser in the middle for Gwen Cum. Anderson on the dig. Nagel sends it over. Elsasser again. Grossman over the top. Sure is there. Chesney Nagel another wind. Sent over by the Panthers. Nagel's going to try it again. Popped up by Reese Grimm. Brooke Grossman sends up to Angelina Reese. Another long rally here. Sydney Wolf. Dug out by Reese Grimm. Elsasser, back row set to Reese Grimm. Sure is there. Kylie Anderson over to Sydney Wolf. Smashes it, and it did not get over. Point on the long rally, won by Pittsville. Top-notch volleyball here. It is.
I gotta take a deep breath, sort of calm myself down a little bit.
Belanti on the dig. Far side for Chesney Nagel. Blocked by Brooke Grossman. 5 in a row for the Panthers. Timeout. Auburndale will do the same. We'll be back after this break. You're watching high school's girls volleyball sectional semifinal action on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Welcome back to Pittsville. Katie and I were just talking about the conferences that some of these teams are in. Shauna in the Bay Conference looking like they're going to go up 2-0 on Mosinee. Prescott, a number 10 seed. They're in a sectional semifinal. Probably one of the better conferences in the state in the Middle Borders with Aquinas and those teams. And they're up big on Stratford in the second set. There's another block by the Panthers.
Yeah, when it comes to those conferences, it's essentially like smaller teams being forced to play with bigger level teams. So you may see them as like a 5th, 6th, 7th place team, but don't count them out. They are playing teams that are a division up above them.
Absolutely
so
right.
It just gives them more energy to go forward into the playoffs.
Yeah, and we'll see the score here from Newman Catholic in just a moment with Green Bay NEW Lutheran. That's one team that plays in a big conference. And you see it in the boys basketball tournament all the time. They're up 1-0. Or Newman is up 1-0 on NEW Lutheran. And NEW is up 7-5 on Newman in the second set. Chris Conley and Braden Bullis are in Newman tonight. They got to drive down to Madison tomorrow for DC Evers. And then depending on if Newman wins, will be determined on where they have to go for a sectional final. And right now that sectional final is scheduled to be at Florence, which can't get closer to the UP than Florence. So that'd be a long trip as well. Nagel into the net. Miscommunication at that time of the Eagles, 12-8 Pittsville.
Yeah, when seeing that Everest-Madison Memorial game, I am so glad I have tomorrow off and I don't have to go anywhere. I can just lay in bed, eat Domino's, and watch horror movies and Christmas movies and all of that.
Yeah, that DC Everest-Madison Memorial game should be very, very good after Everest dismantled Hudson last week. And Spash, it really wasn't close. The score got a little bit closer at the end, but Spash was no match for the Spartans last week.
Yeah, we were watching it back on Friday, and you could just see, like, every few minutes, Madison Memorial was in the end zone. They were getting the points on the board.
Finesse there on the point to the back corner and side out for the Eagles.
Yes, it'll be fun to sort of see the Evergreens and the Spartans go up, the green versus green, if I do say so myself.
Mariah Harrison to serve. See if they can get on a little roll here. Brooke Grossman sets up for Angelina Reese. Through the block, sure. Harris. Richardson sends it over. Jacobson, El Sasser in the middle for Bryn Friday. Left-hand attack. Back sets it to Belanti. And it's going to be touched by the Panthers. Point's going to go to the Eagles. Other game in this section. Edgar leads Wabena Leona in the second set, 15-14. Location right now is in Crivets for that sectional final. There's a block, and Reese Grimm almost was able to play it up. But nonetheless, another block and another points for the Eagles. For everybody's sake, for Wabeno's sake.
For whoever wins this' sake.
For Zaleski Sports' sake. Sure hope they move it out of Crivets. That'd be ideal. Anago right now seems like a place to be able to host that game.
Maybe Wausau.
One of the Wausau schools, yep. Kind of forget about DC Everest. Even DC Everest could host a sectional final.
I'll go to Everest. I don't mind it.
But that'll be all sorted out once all these games are over with. Elena Steins tipped at the net and down. Again, I don't know all the
requirements,
ins and outs of who wants to request a game closer or not. But again, once these games are over with and it gets all figured out, we'll have it updated on ZaleskiSports.com. Bryn Friday with the point, and we will even. Jag says Mosney. Mosney could be a host site as well.
It all comes down to seating.
Well, and depending on who is willing to host, that's one of the biggest things come basketball season. Who wants to host? I mean, you can say all you want about moving sites, but you still have to have schools that have volunteers that want to are willing to have a Saturday night to watch volleyball.
Yeah, essentially, like given football, like I've been a part of Amherst Athletics for a few years now. From what I've heard, we have too little seats in order to host a level 4 football game. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. It's like there is like a certain seat requirement that it has to be met in terms of WIAA.
That seems goofy.
It's the WIAA. They don't sign my paycheck. I don't understand it.
Reese Grimm right at the nets. 16-13 here in the second set.
Maybe when I'm your age, I can have an afternoon while I open up the WIAA handbook, and it's like, this is how many seats you need in order to host a game. But from what I've heard through the grapevine, that is what I know. Obviously, I'm only a senior. I could be wrong, like severely wrong.
And one of those host schools, as we mentioned, I know Mike Matthews at DC Everest, a great athletic director. Trevor Leopold at Mosney, a very good athletic director. My first concern thinking about the Mosney game is that if they're in a sectional final, they obviously wouldn't want to host, but they're 2 points away from being down 2-0. So that's
yeah, maybe.
And Gwen comes, sends over. Kylie Anderson all over the floor. Katzenberger too strong. Pittsville running away with it here in the second. 19-13. Bucks and Berries Cafe in Babcock is your go-to family restaurant for their signature pies and homemade food served by their friendly staff. It's a cozy atmosphere for the whole family. So when you're in the area, stop on in and check out their daily specials. They're open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Bucks and Berries Cafe on Highway 80 in Babcock and on Facebook. Katzenberger at the net, blocked again by the Panthers. This has been a awesome game here tonight both ways. 20-13 Pittsville here in the second set. We'll be back with more from Pittsville High School after this on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
All right, welcome back to Pittsville High School. Steve Mavs alongside Katie Lecton. Edgar leads the second set. It's up in Wabeno, 22-17. So that one is close to going 1-1. Prescott and Stratford are tied at 1-1. Sydney Wolf gets dug out by Angelina Reese. And point to the Panthers. All momentum via Pittsville right now.
Yeah, the Edgar Wabeno game is sort of mirroring this game a little bit. Home team won in that case, away team won, and then obviously the other team just took a complete 180 here in set two.
The flexibility of that net, the top of that tape, is crazy. Stein smashed that one, and it was the give, I should say, not the flexibility, but the give of those nets is crazy. 22-13 here in the second.
Well, you kind of need all the flexibility you need in order to see who was in the net, what touched, sort of all of that. So
I believe Shawano took that second set.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
I don't even know why I have it up. Katie's got it on her tablet over there. 22-14.
I am the tablet whisperer. I have YouTube pulled up. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Belanti digs out. Hits the air conditioning system up there. Anderson sends it over. Lana Vollert. Belanti on the dig. Katzenberger. Angelina Reese. Grossman in the middle for Gwen Cum. Dug out by Katzenberger. Harris. Grossman goes to the floor. Pass over to Reese Grimm. Cross court. Vollert. Alana Vollert in the net.
That could probably be seen in Auburndale.
Alana Vollert in the net. That was an easy one. Coach Weissman wanted an explanation. Reese Grimm went and got her one and then tapped her on the shoulder, said, "It's all right, Coach, we got it." Grimm digs it out. Back sets it to Reese. I called her Grease last week on accident. Sydney Wolf.
What is this, the musical?
Yeah, that's exactly what Jag said. Popped up by Kylie Anderson. Back sets it to Belanti in the back row. Angelina Reese. Over to Gwen Cum to the back row for Anderson. Another great rally here. Chesney Nagel in the middle for Harris. Tip to the net. Jacobson over to Grossman. Near side for Reese Grimm. Sends it over again. Sydney Wolf. Tip to the net. Another long rally here. Vollert. Nagel. Wolf off balance. Tip to the net again. Man, oh man. Here we go. Wolf, nobody home for the Eagles.
The communication looked great all throughout that set on both sides, but it really went to the Pittsville Panthers. They really were able to solidify that when Auburndale's crumbled at the last moment.
Elsasser in to serve. Get your own chant. There's only so many you can have. Katzenberger.
Unless you're facing a 1-8 football team.
Blocked again. Wow, and we continue. My goodness.
What a good job by Kylie Anderson picking that up, getting it popped up for her teammates.
Katzenberger at the net, smashes it down. Point, Eagles.
Not only what a good job by Anderson, what a good job by Auburndale. They were able to keep their composure even though the ball was just flying all around the gym, and they were able to get the ball down and get the point.
Concord Fountain City up 24-23 in the second set. Free one here for the Eagles. Sure, Harris in the middle. Grossman to Reese. Now to Reese Grimm. On the floor. Flat hand dig. Elsasser sets up again for Grossman. Blocked to the net. Grossman sets up for Grimm. Blocked! Elsasser keeps it alive. There's going to be a lift carry on Pittsville. Much like the first set, on the opposite way. Auburndale was close to finishing it out. Pittsville had a little rally at the end. Now Jalen Schur. Elsasser to Reese Grimm. Belanti on the dig. Nagel. And points. Auburndale. Timeout, Pittsville. We'll do the same. We'll be back after this. 23-18 Panthers. You're watching high school girls sectional semifinal volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Get loud here in Pittsville. Absolutely love the atmosphere of a sectional semifinal. Score update from Wabeno. Edgar took the second set. They're tied at 1 up in Rebel Land. Wabeno Leona Rebels. Black, gray, and silver. Jalen Schur to serve, 23-18. Elsasser sets up for Grossman. Didn't get over the net. They got over there in Mosinee. Indians up 4-3 in the second. Stratford up 10-7 in the third.
I still love how in the Pittsville student section, it's a whiteout, but then there's just 2 random bananas just sitting in the middle.
Nagel.
It truly gives the Halloween spirit.
Reese Grimm right over the top and down. We're at set point here in the second.
It's like we had the characters from the Dodgeball movie here. We have bananas here. We
got the Panthers over there.
We have the Mosinee athletic director dressing him as Jelly Roll, which, Mike, if you're listening, send us pictures. We don't.
Point for Harris. Set point number 2.
Mike, I don't believe you unless there's pictures.
Loyal took set 2 over Concord Fountain City. And that will end set number 2 on the service error from the leading server, Sydney Wolf. Wouldn't want it any other way. Tied at 1. We'll be back after this for the third set from Pittsville High School. You're watching high school girls sectional semifinal action on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
So after a couple years of this, it's time for more money, better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Is style your thing? Scene change, great outdoors. Or maybe it's an experimental thing. Or getting everyone on the right path. And no matter yours, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. helping you get the career you'll love.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome back to Pittsville High School, and again, wouldn't want it any other way. Sectional semifinal girls volleyball. Winner heads to the sectional final against either Wabeno Leona or Edgar, and the loser gets ready to start basketball. 25-20 in that second set, and we mentioned momentum. Volleyball, really more than any other sport, is momentum-based. Pittsville, unlike the first set, able to get that momentum in the second set and ride it to that set win.
Yeah, not only is it like a momentum one, it's more of like a sort of like vertical type thing. I've never been good at jumping. I can barely jump like 4 inches, both with and without heels. So I mainly spend my time in the back row, but essentially you have to get up to the net. You have to put all your energy into the jumping up, getting those kills, getting those blocks, just doing everything you can to help your team in any way.
It must be. I don't know anything about Barron, the high school or anything, but they're up 2-0 on McDonald Central. So that's that's a long. You want to talk about long trips? Going from Chippewa to Barron that's a hike.
I'm Googling Barron right now just for you, Steve.
Angelina Reese on the serve to start our third set here in Pittsville. Lily Belanti cross court and out, and Pittsville starts 1-0 here in the third. Again, last look. Edgar won.
Oh, yeah, Barron's good. 32-2.
Yeah.
Undefeated in the heart of North.
Belanti off the block that time. We're tied at 1. Yeah,
they are good.
Well, and you mentioned teams that go to other states. Barron right on the Minnesota border there. So, I don't know their schedule, but I'm sure they have played a couple of good Minnesota teams. Tipped at the net for Reese Grimm. And back
I'm on WIS Sports right now. Let's look.
2-1 with Kaylee Jacobson into serve. But up in Wabeno, tied at 1 in the third, or tied 1 game apiece. Wabeno up 9-6 in the third against Edgar.
You're going to be shocked, but they have not played any Minnesota teams.
I feel like they're the Bears. Barron Bears, maybe?
They're the Golden Bears.
Golden Bears, even better. Jacobson.
You got to get a nice adjective in there.
Cross court for Reese Grimm. Up to Katzenberger. Grossman chases it down for Reese Grimm on the attack. And Reese scores again.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. It's Thursday Night Football.
It blows my mind. Again, I am not a betting man. I don't have money to bet.
Same.
But as Kaylee Jacobson puts it into the net. But it is mind-blowing to me that the Jets were 2.5-point favorites against the Texans. The Jets are 2-6, and the Texans are 5-2. It's just pretty ridiculous. But, again, the people in Vegas know better than I do. So, Follert's unable to get it over, and we're tied at 3.
They probably know more about money than we probably do.
10,000%. Auburndale, 2022 regional champs. Their last trip to the state tournament came in 2013 as a number 5 seed, and they took second that year in the state tournament. At the net, Reese Grimm, what a pass by Brooke Grossman.
What a good play there for Grimm. She saw an open spot and she just took it. She's like, I'm just going to take this for myself. Thank you very much.
Jasmine Andrus was into the game during that last point, and now Elsasser back into the game.
That 2.5 point favorite isn't working well. End of the first quarter, Texans and Jets tied at 0.
We're tied at 4. Haven't seen Kendall Knott yet tonight for Pittsville. She played a lot in that Iowa Scandinavia regional final when Gwen Cum was out of the game. A very talented freshman. Hasn't seen the court yet for the Panthers. Also, Emma Bowden hasn't served the last set or two either, as Elsasser has come in to serve for her. Up ahead to Reese Grimm at the net. Popped up by Schur. Belanti over the top. Grossman. Elsasser to Brooke Grossman, and she hits it. Auburndale with their first lead here in the third. Chastain Hesley Insurance Agency is your full-service agency in Pittsville, offering auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance from a variety of companies, including Progressive. Whatever you need to protect, let them provide you with a free quote. Good luck, Panthers, from Chastain Hesley Insurance Agency, downtown Pittsville.
I will say, this is my second time ever being in Pittsville, and I think it's actually a quite little town. I actually enjoy it. Reminds me a lot of Amherst. But
yeah, very, very close-knit community for sure here in Pittsville. That is for sure. Up in Mosney, tied at 14 in the third set. I was going to say good crowd watching online. Great crowd watching online. Thank you all for making us part of your Thursday nights. And leave us a comment where you're watching from here tonight, Don Zaleski Sports. Nearly 500 of you watching. Again, either one of these teams makes it to the sectional final. We'll have it for you on Saturday. That's a nice thing about having two local teams.
No matter what, we're working Saturday.
That one's blocked by Belanti and Harris. 8-5 timeout, Pittsville. We'll be back after this. Watch high school girls playoff volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
And welcome back to Pittsville High School. As the Auburndale Eagles lead set 3 here, 8-5. Up in Wabeno, 14-9 Rebels over Edgar in the third set. Again, if you know of any other scores throughout the state, pass them along in the chat box as well. Sydney Wolf continues her service here for the Eagles. Angelina Reese calls for it down the line. Popped up. Nagel sends it over. Brooke Grossman. Sydney Wolf is there. Schur in the middle for Harris. Dug out by Jacobson. Back row set for Reese Grimm. Near side for Belanti. That one's blocked. Sets up for Nagel. And Auburndale is in the net, or under the net, over the line. Either way, it was a violation of some sort.
Yeah, and I just got a notification, wintry mix possible in the next few hours. It's officially the holiday, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And yes, I am one of those people that believes it is Christmas time immediately after Halloween. I'm skipping Thanksgiving wholeheartedly.
Belanti got blocked. Plays up in the middle for Friday. Tipped at the net. Nagel blocked. Point for Pittsville. I mean, earlier this week it was like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
or early last week, it doesn't matter. Either way, it was hot. And now it's about time we started to cool off here. A couple of nights ago, I had to turn the air conditioning back on for the last time, hopefully. And a service error by Gwen Cum goes out. Prescott 23-20 over Stratford in the third set. Prescott's magical run looking to continue.
Don't count out those 10 seeds, especially if they're playing in tough conferences like the Middle Border.
Yeah, pretty insane. The winner of that one will take on the winner of Barron and McDonald. That's kind of an easy in-between for if Prescott were to win and Barron were to win, go to Chippewa Falls or Eau Claire Memorial. I think North is hosting a sectional. And a violation, 2 hits. We're tied at 9. What do we got here? Games that have already gone final, we'll have those for you in a second. A lot of Division I games play their sectionals at the same site. Andrus, miscommunication with Bowdoin. Point's going to go to Auburndale. Verona, 3-0 sweep over Middleton. Kimberly, a 3-0 sweep over Xavier. That's really tough for Xavier. They have been dominant in Division II, and because of the performance numbers, they had to jump up to Division I, and they had to face Kimberly nonetheless.
Yeah, that's where that performance factor gets you a little bit. It's sort of like you're still a good team.
Yeah, very good team.
But you kind of get out early somewhat in the playoffs. But still a great run for the Hawks over there at Xavier.
Menominee Falls 3-0 over West Bend West. Oconomowoc, the Raccoons, 3-0 sweep over Milton. Not much surprise here. Divine Savior Holy Angels 3-0 sweep over Wauwatosa West. And Franklin 3-0 over Burlington. I think Divine Savior's only loss this year came to a
out-of-state school. I checked. They're like 30-something and 1.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the fourth-ranked team. I think it was the fourth-ranked team in Illinois or something.
Probably.
Sydney Wolf back into the game.
Because just like Hudson, they're right next to a border with a state that we always play with. So they are able to go to play those top teams in Illinois and get those experiences to bring back to Wisconsin.
Stratford making a run in the third set, tied at 23 now. Reese Grimm winds up. Wolf with a dig. Chased down by Bowdoin, sets up for Reese Grimm again. Kylie Anderson sets up. And down for Sydney Wolf off the block. Jags in his nice, comfortable house feeding me these scores.
Moseny up on Shawano in set 3, 22-16.
Lily Belanti sends it over. Reese Grimm. Back or front or passes up to Steins. Steins again. Wide. Side out points Pittsville. They're tied at 24 in Stratford. As Kaylee Jacobson will be in to serve. Belanti on the dig. 12-11 here in the third. Sydney Wolf for the running start and smashes it home. Pick up quick and easy meals when you're on the road or on the go at the Pittsville Family Foods Deli. Their hot bar menu features sandwiches, sides, and so much more. Get daily specials including Friday's baked fish and shrimp, and check out their hot personal size pizza served daily. Shop local with Panther Pride and support the hometown team at Pittsville Family Foods, downtown Pittsville.
Back-to-back perfect place kills for Sydney Wolf. She really had a knack back in the regional finals. She has the knack now where she can easily point out gaps in the defense of Pittsville, and she can easily just take them down and get the point on the board for the Eagles.
Timeout Panthers. We'll be back with more after this. You watch high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Time, and Whitetail Magic. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
Welcome back to Pittsville High School. Get you some score updates here on the network. Wabena Leona 21-16 over Edgar in the third set. Shout out to Daniel Carey and Danil. Apologize on on the pronunciation. But Daniel says, go Panthers. Carey says, watching from Boyd, Wisconsin. And Danil from Colorado. Popped up there. Pass over to Reese Grimm. Anderson right there to dig it out. Sydney Wolf off the noggin there of Gwen Cum. Back over to Reese Grimm, winds up. Tipped again at the net. Net play has been outstanding so far for Auburndale. Gwen Cum to the back row. Kylie Anderson. Chesney Nagel. Back to Wolf and down. Sydney again. 3 in a row for Sydney Wolf.
Yeah, it looks like that timeout didn't phase her at all. She just kept in the rhythm, kept going, and so did Auburndale as well.
15-11 Eagles. At the net for Reese Grimm. Nagel again. Belanti. Point's going to go to Pittsville. And Brooke Grossman back in as well as Alsasser.
Moseny took set 3, 25-21 over Shawano.
Harris gets blocked by Grossman. Prescott did take set 3, over Stratford. Cochran found City and Loyal tied 1-1 and 15-15. Nagel sets up for Katzenberger, tipped to the net. Grossman tries the back corner and down. 14-15, 14 serving 15. Kaukauna and Bayport. Bayport up 2-0 on the Galloping Ghosts and up 21-13 in the third. Short serve, another sensational dig by Kylie Anderson. You mentioned before the game one of your favorite liberos. She is flying all over the court.
Absolutely, and you kind of have to do that when you're a libero. You kind of have to be flexible, being able to adjust to whatever comes your way. And Kylie Anderson is truly doing that tonight.
Timeout, Auburndale. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back to Pittsville. It's been a long day. But nonetheless, once all score updates are final, once all scores are final and updated, you can find all scores on WIAA.org throughout the whole state. Mike will have a handful of them up on the website. But all of them and all the matchups will be set on the association's website. Oh my goodness. Almost able to get it over. And how about this? Pittsville, with 5 in a row, have the lead.
So we very much saw in that first set Auburndale take control, second set Pittsville take control. Now we're really getting into the nuts and bolts of this matchup. Both these teams just going back and forth.
Bad pass. Points for Reese Grimm. (17-15). Elsasser continues her serve. Belanti to Nagel. Near side for Wolf. Too strong. 18-15. Score from Wabeno. The Rebels 2-1 over the Wildcats. Elsasser continues to serve. Nagel in the middle for Harris. Too strong again. 19-15. Substitution. Breely Grimm into the game for the back into the matchup here. Maya Katzenberger with the sub out. Belanti on the dig. Near side for Wolf. Down and a big side out for the Eagles. Gardner Truck, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage is proud to be part of the Pittsville community. Their team of employees work hard every day to get the job done, just like the Pittsville Panthers. Good luck, Pittsville, or good luck, Panthers, from Gardner Trucking, Badger State Fruit Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage of Pittsville. Katie, I don't know if it was dark or not when you came into Pittsville tonight.
It was somewhat. It was just cloudy in general.
But coming in on, I don't even know what road this is here. Coming in through Rapids, massive storage buildings on your right. That's Gardner there.
I took 73, so
that's probably what the road is. But nonetheless, timeout Auburndale. Back after this 20-16 Pittsville.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Welcome back to Pittsville High School. Forgot to add the last point there. 20-16 Panthers over Auburndale here in the third set. Steve Maves, Katie Lecton here from Pittsville High School. Reese Grimm on the serve. Sure chases it down. And it's going to be
double hit
on Auburndale. The friendly staff at Sweats Country Corner Mart in Blanker serves up a large selection of food made to order daily, like fish fry, chicken dinners, and awesome pizza. Drive in today on County Road P, just off Highway 10 in Blanker. Family owned and operated for more than 100 years. Got all these food reads, all these restaurants and stuff. It's great to read them, and the sponsors, we obviously can't do it without them. Sure does make me hungry every.
I was about to say that. It's making me hungry. I may have to stop at Quick Trip tonight in Rapids and just have like a little feast in my car as I'm driving back to Portage County.
Points gonna go to Pittsville. Another great rally. Jam-packed gym here in Pittsville. Winner to the sectional final on Saturday. For you Auburndale fans, we'll be in Bondwell tomorrow night for Auburndale Bondwell Level 2 high school football. Yeah, points going to go to Auburndale. If Brooke Grossman would just have let the ball go, they would have scored anyway. Brooke made a mistake at the net. Points going to go to Auburndale.
This is why you don't touch the net. Yeah. If you take anything from this game, under no circumstances should you touch the net. That is literally the main goal.
Again, it's just an observation. But if she would just let the ball go, it would not have been an issue.
Yeah, just don't touch the net.
Exactly right. Belanti near side cross court. Elsasser on the dig. In the middle for Bryn Friday. Bellotti again. Dug out by Angelina Reese. Brooke Grossman chases it down. Angelina on the attack. Harris, near side, Bellotti. And down for Lily. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all of the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and on Facebook. 22-19. Reese Grimm, the back row attack. And too strong on that one. 23-19.
Auburndale parents calling for a touch. It could have looked like it, but got a couple subs in. Could have looked like it, but the ruling officially will be no touch, point Pittsville.
Jasmine Andrus back into the game. 23-19, my favorite number combination in all of volleyball, and I'll tell you here in just a second, is Bellotti able to score that time as Reese Grimm goes crashing into the chair. And
hope she's all right.
And it works perfect for Halloween and stuff. 23-19 is the number in Monsters, Inc. When that guy's got the sock on him or any toys or anything. 23-19 is my favorite number combination.
It did not click until just now.
Bellotti swings, dug out by Reese. And the joust won by Bryn Friday.
Excellent play there by Auburndale, just keeping it off the court, keeping it in the air, and just getting it over.
Bellotti another swing at the net. And won by Pittsville. We're at set point here in the third.
Yeah, third set win is important. You basically force your opponent to be absolutely perfect in the fourth and fifth set if needed. You basically have full control. You could just count down the points until the end of the match.
Katzenberger on the dig. Reese was on the serve. Bellotti back corner out. And Pittsville takes the third set 25-20. Momentum all Panthers. We'll be back with the fourth after this on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right. Welcome back to Pittsville High School. We talked about it, I think, either pregame or right as the game started. Neither one of these teams has played a fifth set this year. And for Auburndale's season to stay alive. They're going to have to force that 5th set, and it's going to be very tough with the momentum that Pittsville's got.
Yeah, essentially, neither of these teams have experience in that. Obviously, if you're a returning player, you may have experience, but it's been so long that it'll be tough to bring that out. It'll be tough to put that on the court and just give it all you got. So it'll be interesting to see if that 5th set is forced and what these teams will come up with.
Just like these players bring their best to the courts, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, and affordable service. Sure will start the 4th set with the serve. In the middle for Bryn Friday. Belanti with the dig. Again, Auburndale got out to a lead in that 3rd set. But big run for Pittsville with the win. Or help them get the win. Over to Sydney Wolf. Swings, points, Auburndale. Fleet Farm is here to help you gear up for hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-haves, safety essentials, and Blaze Orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands today. Blocked by Harris. Auburndale out to a 2-0 lead. Remember the name, Ben Tilburg. Ben's the Midwest land guy with Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, your go-to expert for farmland and hunting land in Wisconsin. Pfeiffer's has been named one of America's top auction houses year after year. You can email Ben at ben@Pfeiffer's. That's BEN at PIFERS.com. Nobody does it better than Ben Tilburg at Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty. One of the coolest, I don't know if Ben's the auctioneer or not, but one of the coolest professions by far is a auctioneer.
Oh, yeah. I've watched a lot of Storage Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of understand the auctioneer thing. Do I know how to do it? Absolutely not.
I mean, if you aren't already accepted and pretty much enrolled at Oshkosh, they do have auctioneer schools in Iowa. So
I don't feel like going to Iowa, though. I don't want to be around that much corn.
Angelina Reese to serve. 2 serving 3. Lily Belanti from the back row. Dug out by Jacobson. Near side for Reese Grimm. Down the line. Dug out by Anderson. We're tied at 3.
Watch out, down official.
ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. For more information, go to ShedsDelivered.com. 3 serving 3 here. Back set to Sydney Wolf is too strong. 4 in a row for the Panthers. Up in Wabeno, 12-9 Rebels in the 4th set. First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. That's a deal. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. Free one here for the Panthers. In the middle for Friday. Tip to the net and down. 5 in a row for Pittsville. I like to give shout-outs to companies that I use and go to places. Seamless Roofing, they've come out and gave me estimates and stuff. They haven't come out to do the job yet because they're about a month scheduled out. We'll hear from our friends over there in just a second. Have the read here in just a second. Pass up to Reese Grimm. Couldn't make it over and side out on the attack error. Does your roof need attention? Call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Get a free estimate at seamlessroofing.com. Roofing and gutters. And we've seen, I don't know if we've played the gutters commercial yet or not.
I think we have. We're on our final commercial yet, so I think we have played that.
They haven't come out to the house yet to put the gutters on, but appreciate their great customer service. At the net, down for Chesney Nagel.
Yeah, my mom may need her new roof soon, so I'll send them her way.
Yeah, absolutely. Help those that help us here on Zaleski Sports. In the middle for Bryn Friday. Lily Belanti sends it over. Reese Grimm didn't get it over. 3 in a row for the Eagles. Talk about these food reads. Here's another one. At Horse and Round, food and fun are the features at Horse and Round, downtown Pittsville. Stop in for daily food specials like $2 burgers on Tuesday and their fish fry Friday. Pam and the staff invite you in before or after the game. There is great food and fun at Horse and Round, downtown Pittsville. Check them out on Facebook. 4 in a row for the Eagles. Trying to force that 5th game. Brooke Grossman to Reese Grimm. Blocked by Harris. Back row for Grossman. Sets up. Near side. Blocked again. Grimm and Friday. What else we got going on around the... We haven't officially changed the name. We talked about it. Have Zaleski Sports and all this stuff. ESPN has their own thing. I think at some point we're going to have mic flags and all of our gear just as simple as ZSN. ZSN is in the works. It's got to be. Stratford Tigers in big-time trouble against Prescott. 23-15 Prescott. Wow, that'd be a big win for the Cardinals. Lily Belanti with the kill. Prescott trying to pull off another upset and beat another Merriwood South team. They beat Marathon last week in a regional semifinal, then beat Fall Creek in a regional final last week. Likely having to face Barron. Down the line for Alana Vollerts. Talk about precision.
Yeah, it's just finding those open spots, just trying to scan and continuously sort of see, okay, where is their front row looked up? Where is their libero at? Where is their defensive specialist? And where is their setter?
Elsasser went on the run for Pittsville in the 3rd set. Serves blocked by Gwen Cum. Jousted and won that time by Belanti. Reese Grimm sends it over. At the net for Steins. Popped up by Elsasser. Near side, Reese Grimm, back corner. Richardson up to Belanti at the net. Grossman sets up again for Reese Grimm. Sure digs it out. All the way over to Belanti at the net. Angelina Reese on the dig. Elsasser over to Reese Grimm. Kylie Anderson diving again. Reese Grimm's going to get another shot at it. Tipped and down.
Shawano up big 21-16 in set 4.
A very promising season for the Stratford Tigers comes to an end tonight. A 3-1 win. A 3-1 win for the Prescott Cardinals. The number 10 seed Cinderella continues.
Yeah, and obviously great season for the Tigers. I got to cover them at that Auburndale tournament. And they had a really good season. I think they're Merriwood South champions. They have a regional championship. So nothing to hang your head about when it comes to Stratford. They have essentially a really good program up there, and I hope to see them further next year. Obviously, maybe get another regional conference championship, another regional championship, and see them in the same spot next year.
So Newman Catholic with a sweep. Prescott 3-1 over Stratford. Congratulations. They will take on either Barron or McDonald Central. And there's another point for Pittsville. Lake Dexter Drive-In is a favorite summertime stop. We'll hear from them in a second. Volleyball just goes so fast. Steins in the middle. All right, Lake Dexter Drive-In is a favorite summertime stop. After the game or on the way to your favorite fishing hole, stop in for a bite to eat, including their burgers, brats, fish fries, and more. They have your favorite treats, too, like shakes, malts, and soft serve and scoop ice cream. Good luck, Panthers, from Lake Dexter Drive-In. Visit them next summer, open Memorial Day to Labor Day on Highway 80 and on Facebook. Thank you to Lake Dexter Drive-In.
Yeah, prior to that previous point, Coach was showing her team the symbol to talk more on the court, be more communicative, and obviously paid off for these last 2 points.
Cochran Fountain City up 13-5 on Loyal. Kaukauna, unless their game is still going on, they lost to Bayport tonight. Yep, that game is over. Gilman and Columbus Catholic here in just a moment. Down for Angelina Reese. From Columbus. I don't think it's next year. Maybe the year after is when Columbus is going to have their their massive renovation and upgrade. Gilman got a set over Columbus. 2-1. Don still on top.
It'll probably be in a couple of years because obviously I'm not trying to use Amherst for every single example, but I'm around them constantly. But it took like 2+ years for us to get our $21 million steam center, so it'd probably be the same thing with Columbus.
13-11 Pittsville. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
All right, score updates from around the network. Stratford lost, Mosnegis lost, Marshfield lost earlier tonight.
Kaukauna season is done.
Kaukauna lost. Crazy time of the year.
And it's only 8:30.
Up at the net. Point. Eagles. Pittsville Farm and Home, from hydraulic hoses to red roses. Pittsville Farm and Home has it all. Stop in for their huge bird seed sale. Black oil sunflower, 40-pound bag, just $14.99. 44-pound bag of bird seed mix, now just $13.99. The bird seed sale now through Saturday while supplies last at Pittsville Farm and Home, downtown Pittsville.
Yeah, and the teams we were just mentioning, they're not the only ones competing tonight. Tri-County is also playing. I'm going to try and check to see if we can have a score update from over there.
And a kill for Harris. We're tied at 13.
Prentice is facing Mercer tonight. Excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself sometimes.
Edgar trying to fourth a fifth game. They're up 21-19 in the fourth set up in Wabeno. 13-13 here in the fourth.
No score reported yet between Tri-County and Fall River.
Dug out by Lily Belanti. El Sasser in the middle for Friday. Blocked by Harris. Sent back over. Katzenberger plays it up. Nagel over to Wolf. Has to send it over. Back line for Jacobson. El Sasser again in the middle for Angelina Reese, and she couldn't get it over.
Yeah, 8:30 is usually the time when you can start looking in on the brackets and sort of seeing who's moving on, who is over.
So we got Florence, Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran, Bonduel, Laconia swept Nakusa. Over it goes. Katzenberger winds up. Dug out by Jacobson. And miscommunication there by the Panthers. Timeout, Pittsville. We'll do the same. Come back, see if we can get you some more score updates. Watch high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Welcome back to Pittsville High School.
We're trading chants again.
Dueling chants here again. Hudson over Marshfield tonight, 25-19, 25-9, 25-16. Awaiting Eau Claire Memorial in River Falls. Holman, the number 6 seed, is sectional final bound. They'll take on Verona.
Looks like Tri-County's up 2-1 over Fall River.
Good for the Penguins.
Yet the Pirates are in set point. They're trying to force a 5th.
And down the line for Angelina Reese. Tri-County came here and beat Pittsville in a conference championship game. Florence with the easy win. They'll take on Newman Catholic. Right now that game is scheduled to be at Florence, likely to change. Brooke Grossman into the nets. Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran, number 1 team of the state pretty much all year in Division 5. They cruise. Jacobson on the dig. Grossman sets up for Angelina Reese to the back corner. Points to the Panthers.
Auburndale should have just let that one go. Should have let it be like a 50-50 chance. If it's in, it's in. If it's out, it's out.
We talked to Coach Schmutzer before the game. She said that yesterday for practice they had the music just blasting at Auburndale to get them ready for a scenario and a environment like this. Reese Grimm, and we're tied.
Update as well from Fall River. They will be going to a 5th set.
So Fall River and Tri-County.
Yep.
Good luck to the Penguins. I sure hope that, that'd be cool to see the Penguins in a sectional final. Near side for Sydney Wolf. Vollert's over the top. Free one here for the Eagles. Sure, up to Wolf. Tip to the net. Jacobson to Angelina Reese to Reese Grimm. Reese Grimm is down.
Yeah, much like the third set, it's very much back and forth. Auburndale's trying to be as perfect as they can, but Pittsville's just right there either on their heels or just a tad bit ahead of them. Just trying to get them trying to get ahead of them to get the winning.
Chesney Nagel with the block. Or got blocked, and it had crazy spin on it, 18-16. Good luck tonight, and congratulations on a great season, Lady Eagles. From Krings, Cuts, Salon, and Blanker. Stop in to say hi to Amy and her team and get a new look for the holidays. Kring, Cuts, and Blanker.
We had to emphasize the new. It's not free. It is new.
Yeah, I may have said free during the first read. Sydney Wolf down off the block.
That'll put a little bit more momentum into Auburndale.
I don't want to say breaking news, but they're in a 5th set up in Wabeno. So Wabeno, Leona, and Edgar to a 5th set.
They're just trading blows up there just like we are right here.
Auburndale trying to force a 5th set. Vollert played up by the Eagles. Chased down by Grossman.
Yeah, Cher essentially just rolled her body back, getting that down for Auburndale, and it obviously paid off.
Tied at 18 here in the 4th. No other way to have it. A sectional semifinal between two rival teams. Grossman sets up for Bryn Friday, blocked by Harris. Grossman sets it again for Reese Grimm, right over the top. Dug out by Schur. Chase down for Belanti. Blocked again, and can't be played up. (19-18), and Kaylee Jacobson will be in to serve. Substitution, Elena Richardson for Sydney Wolf.
Trying to get more defense out there instead of offense.
Rolled a quarter on the, rolled a coin on the court.
That's the line judges now. She just made some money. She made her paycheck plus the tip.
Jacobson on the serve, dug out by Anderson. In the middle for Harris. Too strong for Araya. Pittsville first to 20.
Oh, they're going to challenge it. They're going to go point Auburndale.
Wow. Now tied at 19. Maybe
this is truly an exciting matchup.
Maybe the momentum changer that Auburndale needs. Up to Belanti. Into the net. And now Pittsville the first to 20. You see the two seniors, every point that is scored. Genevieve Nelson and Lillian Gruba, 16 and 10 on the bench. Every time that a point is scored, up cheering their team on. Don't want to see their career come to an end. Elsasser on the serve. Belanti on the dig. Sure. Near side for Nagel. Tip to the net. Grossman. Sure. Far side. Belanti over the top. And we're tied at 20. Maya Katzenberger in as a sub. Chesney Nagel to serve. Chesney 51 aces coming into the match here tonight. Short serve, popped up.
Out of bounds.
And an ace. And Auburndale's got the late lead here in the fourth.
Update as well, fourth set in Marshfield, Columbus Catholic over Gilman, 15-8.
Into the nets. The first of four here in the fourth. Hands are sweating. I can't imagine the nerves from the coaches and the players right now. Nobody else you'd rather have back there. And then I jinxed her. 22 to 21.
We got to stop jinxing them.
Now the sophomore Lily Belanti.
We're here to announce, not be the Houdini, essentially.
Belanti to serve. Angelina Reese, who tied at 22. So soccer bug, it was 25-19 Auburndale in the first, 25-20 Pittsville, and 25-20 Pittsville. 22-22 here in the fourth. Gwen Cum on the serve. Sydney Wolf on the dig. Nagel sets up for Sydney Wolf. Blocked to the net. Belanti with the dig. Nagel to the back corner. Gwen Cum is there. Elsasser up to Angelina Reese at the net. Off the block of Steins. And down for Sydney Wolf.
That was, I don't know if that was played like that, but it was still such a good execution. Pittsville thought it was going to the net, but it just bounced off the net and over.
Timeout Panthers will do the same. 23-22 Auburndale. Back after this. Have the exciting finish on Celestia Sports.
If you have land to sell, talk to Ben Tilburg, the Midwest land guy. Ben Tilburg, with Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty, is your go-to expert for farmland and hunting land in Wisconsin. Pfeiffer's has been named one of America's top auction houses, year after year, selling over $2.2 billion in farmland over the past 25 years. Ben's passion for the great outdoors and deep knowledge of the ag industry give him the edge to represent you and your legacy. Ben wants to talk to you about your land needs. Call today and mention this ad for a free land valuation or property proposal. Let's get your land sold. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does it better than Pfeiffer's Auction and Realty.
Kylie Anderson will be in to serve. 23 serving 22 here in the fifth, or here in the fourth. Short serve, free scrim. Elsasser over on a free one here for the Eagles. Wolf attacks. We're at set point here in the fourth. And Kylie Anderson back to serve.
Pittsville can't call a timeout. They've already burned through there too.
Elsasser sets it again in the middle for Friday. Tipped at the net. Brooke Grossman in to serve. Lana Vollert in for Addison Elsasser. Timeout Auburndale. We'll keep it here, Katie, as give you a score update here from Wabeno. Edgar 7-6 over Wabeno Leona in the 5th set.
Over in 5th set in Fall River, Pirates up 7-1 over Tri-County.
24-23 here in a sectional semifinal. The winner will take on either Wabeno Leona or Edgar. Right now for Brooke Grossman, you just got to get it over the net. That's step number 1 for the Pittsville Panthers. We talked about it. It's been on my mind all day just how energetic this place would be.
Oh, yeah.
Auburndale not very far from Pittsville in a massive, massive game. And for all the marbles here
I think
tonight.
this is one of the loudest gyms I've been in for a volleyball match.
Brooke Grossman on the serve right over the top of the tape, and she aced it! Oh my goodness!
We're playing extra!
Brooke almost didn't get over the net, and then she got the ace. And we're at 24s. Wolf on the dig. Nagel to Wolf, tipped at the net. Angelina Reese to Brooke Grossman. Reese at the net, off the block, Nagel. Anderson up to Wolf on the far side, off the bottom of the palm. Brooke Grossman in the middle for Bryn Friday, down! We're at match point for Pittsville. We're at match point for the Pittsville Panthers. Everybody on their feet, getting there here in Pittsville. Brooke Grossman on the serve. Belanti on the dig. Nagel on the set to Sydney Wolf. The swing. Reese Grimm. Reese sends over to the back corner. Kylie Anderson to Chesney Nagel. Sydney Wolf down. Auburndale still alive. Jalen Schur into serve.
Neither team has a timeout. They can't stop the momentum. They just have to just keep going, brush it off, and move on towards the next point.
Schur third on the team in aces. On the serve. Dug out by Jacobson, chased down by Angelina Reese. Free one coming here for the Eagles. Schur sets up, back sets to Nagel. Jacobson up to Grossman. In the middle for Bryn Friday. Tipped to the net by Harris. Brooke Grossman sends it over for Belanti. Far side, Sydney Wolf blocked again. Harris takes it back. Chesney Nagel. Kaylee Jacobson, Brooke Grossman. Back sets it to Fowler. Too strong, touched! It was touched by Auburndale. We're at match point number 2.
See, this is the point of the match where I literally just can't talk. I just have to watch and then talk. That is how insane this gets.
We're at match point for Angelina Reese. Sends it over. Anderson. Near side for Wolf. Down! Sydney Wolf keeps the Eagles alive.
All right, I'm standing up too. This is entertaining.
Sydney Wolf to serve for the Eagles. 26-26. Wolf, short serve. Reese Grimm on the dig. Brooke Grossman near to Reese Grimm. Off the block. We're at match point number 3 for Pittsville. The third match points for the Panthers.
This match is nothing compared to what we saw 2 weeks ago.
Kaylee Jacobson into serve. Over to Richardson. Schur sets up for Belanti. The swing. Grossman to Reese Grimm. Down! And Pittsville has won it! Pittsville has done it! And they are sectional final bound with a 3-1 win here tonight. What a match! And what a finish! The Pittsville Panthers 1 win away from the state tournament.
Take a second to thank the Auburndale seniors. We have Genevieve Nelson and Liliana Gruby. Thank you for your years to Auburndale Volleyball, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors.
We'll have our Nasonville area postgame show coming up next here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Help you dress up a little bit. All right.
Good? All right, welcome back to Pittsville High School's Pittsville Panthers are sectional final bound here after a 3-1 win over Auburndale with our Celestial Sports Player of the Game, Reese Grimm. Reese, I talked to you about 2 months ago when you guys played Spencer here in one of your first home games. Talked about the expectations for this team this year. Now you're 1 win away from state. Just talk about that a little bit.
I think that it all goes into how we practice. We practice very tough this week. We brought in a bunch of boys to come up and block against us because Auburndale has a huge block and a huge hit on us. So it's really what we're doing in practice to prepare, as well as we're just one big team. Like, we're one big family, and that bond really just is there for us.
I talked to Coach about it before the game, and I mentioned it a number of times. It was going to be your last home game no matter what, and leaving it all on the floor, and now with a big win. Just talk about how special that is.
It's so special to see our whole community here. I swear, this is our entire Pittsville population here. So it's really nice to see our students actually come out, be loud. This environment, you'll never get to experience it, and having it at home was just amazing. And of course, coming up with the win was it just was the icing on the topping of everything. I don't know. It was amazing, and I can't explain that feeling.
I talked to Brooke, I think, last week after the regional final, and I asked about this Auburndale team that you played 2 weeks ago. It was a disastrous game, and you guys didn't want to feel that feeling again. What was the mindset coming in after you knew what happened 2 weeks ago?
Mindset was we weren't going to let them control, it's our tempo. We weren't going to let them beat us physically. They had to physically beat us for us to lose, because a lot of times we beat ourselves, and we do that off of our own errors.
Let's see if we can get a score update from Wabeno. Wabeno won. So, 14-13 Wabeno in the fifth set against Auburndale. So you're either going to play Wabeno or Edgar. They're going down to the wire up there. Just talk about getting one step closer.
Either way, we're going to prepare. We're going to be ready, and we are ready to play anyone. And we are here. We're all seniors. We're all ready to do this.
We're going to push it out. All right, here you go. I'm going to get out of the way.
I'm Reese Grimm, and I'm in the house.
Congratulations, ladies. We'll see you on Saturday. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Pittsville High School. The Panthers will take on either the Rebels or the Wildcats on Saturday in a sectional final, hoping to have it here on Celeste Sports. I believe right now, Athletic Director Mark Dennison said no chance of it moving out of Crivets. Either way, we'll be there for you right here on Celeste Sports. For Katie Lecton, this is C-Maves. Have a great rest of your night. Auburndale will be in Bonduelle tomorrow for Auburndale Eagles and the Bonduelle Bears. High school football level 2 at 7 o'clock. Have a great rest of your night. Congratulations to the Auburndale Eagles on a sensational season, and we will see them coming up in the winter. But for the Pittsville Panthers, sectional final on Saturday on Celeste Sports. Have a great night, everyone. Talk to you again tomorrow on Celeste Sports.